Hey everybody, I'm at one of my favorite places in the whole entire world, Bring Recycling Center, and they have so much stuff, guys. I mean, anything you can think of, like there's lockers, and if you need some kind of whatever that is. But I actually love coming here because I like to look around and see what I can use for the homestead from here, and everything's all recycled, so it's cheap and it's affordable and it keeps stuff out of landfills. So one of the things I was just eyeing up was those dog crates. They don't have doors on them, but they could be nice little shelters for the goats to sit in out in the pasture when it's raining. So I'm going to keep these in mind. Might come back and snag those or one of those. But yeah, they got like really cool fencing pieces here. Some of the stuff is a little bit more than what I would pay for it, but they've got T-posts and all sorts of stuff. So this place is honestly, it's about a 45-minute drive from my house, so it's not some place I frequent often. But if I ever have to head down this way for any reason, I always stop here because I never know what I'm going to find. Like, I mean, do you need a mailbox? Because if you do, Bring's got you covered. But, I mean, everything from construction materials like shingles to gates and fences and pallets and tile and PVC pipes and everything. I mean, you have a need for traffic cone. By the way, if you're ever going to butcher a chicken, traffic cones are a nice substitute, cheap substitute for one of the little cones that you use. And these, sometimes it's kind of hard to find prices on stuff, but like that traffic cone does not have a price on it. But, just ask somebody. They're more than willing to help you. They're super friendly here. And I'm actually thinking about doing meat chickens later this year, which is why I'm currently scoping these out. Seeing if there's one that looks like it's in decent condition for me to grab. But, homesteading can get to be kind of pricey. So one of the ways that we cut costs is by coming to places like this, where you can get things that you might need for cheaper than you would get them at a store. Like, check out these shelves, pretty nice, right? And I mean, you can even get things to remodel your house. Like, they got that vanity, and sure, the hardware on this is maybe a little outdated, but all you gotta do is just get some new hardware and, maybe some paint, and you have a new vanity. They want $50 for this. When something like this, especially with all the hardware inside already in there. This one has a little bin for, garbage or laundry or whatever. That's actually a really good deal for $50. But this is one of the ways that I keep my expenses down, is I buy what I can used and cheap. Like, they also have these big compost bins they're selling right now, and actual bags of compost too. Another thing I love to check out here is they have an area inside, but then they also have this area here with all this lumber that you can use as a trim. Like, I need to put a trim on the rabbit hutch and also on the goat barn. So that's, or not goat barn, that too, but I was actually meaning chicken coop. So it's kind of neat to come and see what you can find, and find something that's gonna keep junk out of the landfill, and you can utilize it and repurpose it in a better way. was actually thinking about getting some PVC while we're here. I was thinking about making some cold frame covers for the garden, but I don't know if I want to do that today. I might do that next time. PVC pipe is one of the things they normally have, so it shouldn't be an issue to come back and get it at another date. But I mean, they got like really nice pieces of like granite countertop, and all the slabs are 50% off right now. And they've got bricks and blocks and barrels. I'm actually thinking about getting some barrels. These held coconut oil, so they would be food safe. They would be a good thing to use for like a water catchment system. They do have rain barrels they sell here too. But you know, you come poke around in the odds and ends lumber section. It's a little harder to find the things you might need, but with the way lumber prices are going, like, it's absolutely worth it to come poke around and see what they got. I'm actually going to be back down this way in a couple days again, so I'm just kind of scoping it out, looking at what's available now, thinking about ideas of ways I can use the stuff. And if I see anything super awesome, I'll snatch it up right away today, but mostly today I'm here just looking around. I do like this ladder though. Like, that's a pretty nice ladder. I wouldn't use it for its intended purpose. I would use it in the garden as like a trellis or something, but definitely a good piece to keep my eye on. And then they have a whole section over here with like lawn furniture and stuff. Some of this stuff's in actually really, really good condition. This set is a set of 8. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's all these chairs, the chaise, and the table for $95. It's not bad. Then over here they've got plenty of pots and stuff for gardening. There is also like tons of storage containers down here. That's another thing I always check out when I come, because we always have a need for more storage. Two of two. Let's see what this one has in here. $2 for this container with a lid. I think I'm gonna snag this up. There's another one over here. I didn't even see. Oh, this has a hole cut in the top. Wonder if somebody was using it as a girder. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll hop back on here later and show you guys what I walk away with, because I think I need both hands now. Okay guys, I'm back outside the main building. So far I just grabbed this container because the brooder one I can replicate that for cheaper than $8. So not gonna grab that one today, but I did want to grab this, you know, storage container for $2. Like, you can't pass that up, right? But they have, I want to show you some of the stuff they got in here, like all sorts of plumbing, toilets, trim. They got more of those composters, because I was actually in a no-go area outside where they had the rest of them, but you know, live and learn, right? So yeah, they've got like all sorts of pipes and ceramic tile coming out of your nose, you know, anything that you could want for that. They've got tons of windows over here. You know, I want to build a greenhouse out of windows eventually. Hoping to find some for free, but it's kind of hard around here. If you need a fan, got you covered. Lots of fans, air conditioners. They have paint here. I'm actually going to grab some paint before I leave too. At least a sample, because they have a color I think is going to look really good in our living room. So you take a sample home and test it out. And I'll show you the little garden that they have out here. It's just beautiful. Now this little sitting area here that has all of these cool little reclaimed chandeliers that you just cool little examples of things that you can make with all the reclaimed material. And then they have this whole little sculpture wall in the back, which is really nice and very, very pretty. And then you can just, you know, go through a little stroll through the garden. You have tons of pretty plants out here, and then you get kicked out by this giant sculpture. I'll go to the other side. Hopefully we'll be able to see it a little better. But there's that one too, though. Very nice sculpture. But this sculpture is just made out of a bunch of different really cool reclaimed metal. I mean, check that out. Let me put that down. I don't know if you can see the little alien monsters up there. They're pretty cool looking. And then we have another outside area here. It's like half indoor, where it's got all sorts of furniture, like rooms. If you're wanting to open up a hair salon, get yourself a nice little dryer and a sink. So all the chairs today are 50% off, which is kind of cool. And then they have tons of light fixtures. Like, I'm actually thinking about replacing the light fixture in my bathroom. So I wanted to come over here and see if they had anything that I liked. Some of these are kind of cute, but not 100% the aesthetic I'm going for. But that's the nice thing, is I can come back, right? Like, don't need to leave with it today. And it's not like I'm actually remodeling my bathroom at the moment. It will happen eventually, but it's kind of cool to just come and look and browse and see what I can find for my projects. There's this big, huge shipping crate. That's kind of cool. Okay, y'all. I'm headed back to my car now. It's the first time I've ever really done a video in a public place, so I had a whole lot of people staring at me. It was kind of awkward. But walked out with a couple things today. Spent a whole $5. $5, guys. So I'll show you what I got here. Let me open up. She's trying to lock me out here. So I got a jar of the paint that they have there. Testing it out. It's a color I think it's going to look good in my living room. And I got my container. Not a lot, but $5. The paint sample was only $3. Really? Okay, we had a malfunction. So yeah, $5, guys. $5 on the paint sample, which is actually really substantial size. And then I had to pay a 25% deposit on the jar it came in.
It was $3 for the
Huh?
I thought it was 3 for the paint sample.
Yeah, I spent $5 altogether. So $5 was the $3.25 for the paint sample because you have to spend the 25-cent deposit. But if you bring the jar back clean, you get your 25 cents back. I'm gonna keep it because I'm greedy and I love glass jars. So it will be my glass jar, but it's worth $1/4 to me. So, and then Megan got her rabbit feeder, and then I got my big blue container, which I'm gonna use either for storage or to make a brooder out of. Just staple some like wire fencing to the top. But yeah, so this is Bring, and this is one of my favorite stores. We don't come down here very often because we live 45 minutes away, but it's definitely worth it when I'm in the area to swing by and see what's available. I will be coming back in a couple days because I do have to come back down here for another reason, but I'm probably going to leave with more when I come back down in a couple days. I just wanted to kind of think on some purchases before I made them. So now we drive home. So we will see you all in the next video. Say goodbye. Bye. Goodbye.